Hi guys, this is John here. In today's lecture, we will look at how to practically understand the concept of roll with drones. So now getting into our simulator. So continuing from our theory lecture where we were looking at how to roll the drone front and back, we will see how to pitch the drone forward and backward. So forward in this case is inside the screen, as you will see, and backwards is towards you, the user. So now if you remember from our theory session that to pitch the drone forward, we will have to increase the RPM of motor 1, which is in red, and motor 2, which is in green. So just a quick revision for you for the controls. To control motor 1, we will use Q and A on our keyboard. To control motor 2, we will use P and colon, as you can see. So you can locate these two buttons. For motor 4, we will use W and S. For motor 3, we will use O and L. So if you remember from our theory lecture, first we will increase the RPM of all 4 motors so that the drone starts hovering. So this I am doing by pressing Q, W, O and P on my keyboard. As I press them, you will see that the thrust increases, and if I increase it, the drone starts going up. Now from our previous theory section, you know how to hover the drone. We keep increasing and decreasing our thrust so that the drone hovers at one place. So that I'm doing with my keyboard. Now for us to pitch the drone forward, I will increase the RPM of motor 1 and motor 2 using P and Q. So as you see, I increase the RPM, the drone starts to pitch forward. Now if you see, since I have not stopped, the drone continues to pitch and it will go and collide against the wall, which is fine. I will show you again. So it has collided. Let me reset this and show you again. Now in your simulator, if the drone collides, it's fine. Don't worry, it's a simulator. So you can have fun with the collision as well. Now again, I increase my RPM by pressing QWOP. Now the drone starts going up. I hover the drone, and now when I increase motor 1 and motor 2, now you see if I increase it further, the drone will keep rotating until I stop it. Now since I have not stopped it, you will see that the drone will continue to rotate without stopping, and the collision part is okay. Don't worry about the collision. Let me reset. So observe this carefully. When I increase motor 1 and motor 2 and I keep it that way, you will see that the drone continues to pitch forward and it continues to rotate. Now the question is, how do we stop that? Let us look at that. So first let me show you the problem again. So the drone is flying up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pitch the drone forward and I'm not going to stop it. So you will see that the drone continues to rotate and it falls. Now how do we stop that? Let us look at that. I am increasing my RPM. The drone is flying straight upwards. Now I hover the drone, and now I increase the drone for M1 and M2, and then see what I'm doing. I reduce it. So you see that the drone continues to go and it stops rotating, but it's still going down. So that's fine. That is an advanced concept we will look at later. So let us go back and reset this. Don't worry about the collision. I want you to focus on M1, M2, M3 and M4 here, and how are we achieving the concept of pitch in a forward direction. So again, let us go ahead and increase this. Now I am reducing my RPM so that I can hover. Now what am I going to do? I will increase my M1 and M2. Now to stop the rotation, I will reduce M1 and M2, and you will see that the rotation stops and the drone is steady at an angle. Okay, let the collision happen, don't worry, we will reset. So I will reset. Now what do I want you to look at? I want you to start keeping an eye on this parameter here called pitch angle, and you will see that the pitch angle changes. So now I'm going to reduce the RPM so that it, and then you see that once the drone starts rotating, the pitch angle changes, and once I make them all equal, the pitch angle stays steady, right? Now if I want to increase the height, I will again generate some lift. So it is going forward. Okay, it crashes, that's fine. Now how did we do this? Let me explain this to you. We first increase the RPM so that the drone starts hovering. Then I increase motor 1 and motor 2, because as you see, motor 1 is red, motor 2 is green, and if I need to pitch forward, motor 1 which is red and motor 2 which is green needs to generate more lift so that the drone starts moving in a forward direction. For me to stop the rotation in the forward direction, I have to make sure that all four of them are equal. I need to make sure all four of them are equal. So there, as I told you, you have three options. Do you reduce motor 1 and motor 2 like how I showed you, or do you increase motor 3 and motor 4, or you reduce motor 1 and motor 2 by some small amount and you increase motor 3 and motor 4 by some amount? I want you to try that on your own, and you should see the impact it has on the drone. So let me show you the final action once again before we conclude this lecture. So first, what do? We increase and reduce so that we are hovering. Then I increase motor 1 and motor 2. To stop the rotation, I bring them all equal. So you will see that the drone continues to move in the forward direction. Now you see that the drone is going down. I want you to think of why the drone is going down. Let me give you a hint here. Think about the concept of upward thrust and why the drone is moving down. So in that case, what do you need to do to maintain the same height? So the question I will leave you with, that now we have understood how to pitch the drone forward as I'm showing you. So we go up, we come down a little bit in terms of thrust, and now I'm increasing motor 1 and motor 2 to pitch my drone forward. Now to stop the pitching, I'm going to bring them all equal. Now you see that the drone is going down, right? Although it is moving forward, but still it is going down. Can you think about why it is going down? Okay, this is one small point I would like you to think about. Let me give you a small hint. It has something to do with the three options I spoke about. Should you reduce motor 1 and motor 2, or should you increase motor 3 and motor 4, or should you increase motor 1 and motor 2 by some small amount and increase motor 3 and motor 4 by some small amount? And the third option is either you reduce motor 1 and motor 2 by some small amount and you increase motor 3 and motor 4 by some small amount. Now that said, let me quickly show you what if you need to move backwards, which is you need to pitch the drone backwards. The concept is the same. Then here the only point is that instead of increasing motor 1 and motor 2, you will be increasing motor 3 and motor 4. The concept is the same. Let me quickly show you. We increase all the four motors. Now to make the drone hover, we reduce a little bit. Now I'm going to increase motor 3 and motor 4. So you will see the drone pitch in the reverse direction, and to stop it, I make it equal. So the concept is the same. And here you will see that the pitch angle is negative. So you will see a different number here and the collision has happened. Don't worry about that. Let me show you again. Two quick points I wanted to show you, that previously you saw that when we went forward, the pitch angle was positive. When we go backward, you will see that the pitch angle is 342 degrees or in the 300 range. The reason is because you will see that instead of showing a negative value, the simulator will show a value of 360 minus some number. So that's why you will see the number reduce. So let me quickly show you. So keep your eyes on the pitch angle here on the screen. Keep your eyes here on the pitch angle. So I increase, I reduce, and now I will go ahead and so you see the pitch angle. The pitch angle is 352.56, which effectively means it is minus 8 degrees. So it's minus 8 degrees and the drone is coming down. Again, the question is, why is the drone coming down? That you already have to evaluate. But more importantly, I want you to understand that why the pitch angle was 352. So 352 is basically 360 degrees minus 8 degrees, which is 352. So your pitch angle is effectively minus 8 degrees. Okay. So I want you to understand this calculation as well. So go ahead and play with these values. I will show you the pitching backwards one final time. So what are we doing? We are increasing all 4 propellers first using the keyboard. Then I'm reducing it. Now I'm pressing O and W to increase the thrust on motor 3 and motor 4. The drone starts pitching backwards. And to stop the rotation, I make them all equal. You see the pitch angle now is 347. It's effectively minus 13 degrees because it is 360 minus 13, which is 347. Okay. Now you have to think about why the drone came down and how we can maintain the same height. So I would like you to try that. So I hope this was clear on how to pitch the drone forward and backward using a concept of differential thrust. Now why did I use this word differential thrust? Because it's a difference. It's a difference of different motors and the thrust on each motor is different. That's why we call it differential thrust. So I hope this lecture was clear and I want you to now go ahead and try this on your simulator. And if you have any doubts, feel free to come back and watch this video. Please understand that for you to practically understand how a drone pitches forward and backward, I want you to try this using our simulator, play with the values. It's okay if you struggle a little bit, but that is where your real learning will come about drones. Okay. I hope this lecture was clear for all of you guys. I'll see you guys in the next lecture.